Coming to you live from the Rant Radio Network studios, it's the SportsCast with your host, the sports guru and Bud Knocker. Call the show at 855-969-RANT. That's 855-969-7268. Follow the show on Twitter at SportsCast_THN. That's SportsCast_THN. It's the SportsCast on the Rant Radio Network.
Yo, back here on the SportsCast, Wednesdays, 12 to 1:30, right here, rantradionetwork.com, people. Watch us live right here, iRantRadio.com is where you can watch us. You can also find us on the TuneIn app on your smart device. You can listen to us on the go, people, right now. Thank you all for tuning in. Got my sidekick, Bud Knocker, in the hizzle, as usual. Going to have a lot to talk about today. Hope everyone's having a good holiday season. Everything's a lot going on. Christmas shopping. Everyone's out there getting their last-minute shopping done. So be careful. A lot of crazy drivers out there. Crazy people in the malls. Insanity. So we have a great show today, though. You guys can give us a call. 855-969-7268 is the number. Also, tweet us at SportsCast_THN on Twitter. Best way to get a hold of us there and get your word right across. But do call as well. Again, you guys can watch us live. We got new HD cameras.
Oh, we're highly professional.
You thought Bud Knocker looked good before?
I'm looking real good.
My God.
Real good.
You're looking real swell, I have to say. looking.
I'm digging it, man.
But then again, the gray's starting to show a little more. I mean, we couldn't tell as much in the beginning.
Yeah, there's ups and downs.
There's ups and downs to having the HD. So we got a lot coming up on today's show, guys. We got NFL Power Rankings coming up. Week 16. Season's almost over now.
I know, man. It sucks.
It really does. It's horrible.
Absolutely sucks.
Got to get back to family stuff. It's horrible.
I know, man.
What is with that?
Spending time with the family.
Who does that kind of stuff?
You know, a lot of honeydews coming up. All that stuff you put off, you're going to have to do.
Yeah.
Sucks. I just make football all year round.
But what?
Take a month off.
No,
you know?
God, please, no.
Yes.
No.
They should take a month off and just start over.
That's how I seriously feel right there.
Absolutely.
My God.
Play the Super Bowl, take a month off, start over.
I do. I mean, but it's going to be been a great season. And you know what? It's still not over. I mean, a lot to be decided here.
Yeah.
These last 2 weeks of football
especially NFC,
are just going to be fantastic. So, again, guys, you want to chime in the show, 855-969-7268. Also going to get into college bowl games, talk a little about that. Nick Saban signing a deal as well. Going to get into some NBA news. A lot going on in the NBA right now. And we're going to get into why I stopped watching college basketball. I have a reason and it's a little rant I'm going to go on, but this is the reason why Sports Guru has boycotted college basketball into the near future, unless it changes. Yes, no, we'll go over that later.
Wow, this ought to be interesting.
Yes, it's going to be a good one. So we also got a lot of NHL news coming up, a lot of stuff going on the ice. The Kings are on fire.
And away go.
Martin Brown.
No, Martin Jones.
Martin Jones!
Jesus. You are amazing. Just amazing.
I thought I had it with the Martin. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and...
Wrong.
Turn me up. I know.
Wrong.
Yes. It's me. I'm telling you. My God.
Another shutout, man.
I'm
sorry,
okay?
Dude, I don't know why they pulled him that last game in Chicago. I don't know why they just didn't, as Pepe Pants said, ride the hot hand.
Yeah.
He's the hottest goalie in the league right now. Why did you sit him down in Chicago? Especially in Chicago. Let him get a taste of what the championship game, the conference championship was like last year. I just don't see why they sat him down. We'll get into hockey later.
We'll get into hockey in just a little bit. Also coming up the show, a lot of wild world of sports going on. We had the first ever, we're going to talk about this, the first ever MMA sanctioned event in Brazil that's going to face a man versus a woman.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. This is actually going to happen in a live event. We're going to talk about that and more.
Is this legal?
In Brazil.
Oh, okay. In Brazil.
I mean, it's Brazil.
Okay.
We're talking about Brazil. I mean, my God. Anything goes on in Brazil.
Clarify
you got to clarify where it's coming from. But, yes, from Brazil. So we're talking about that and more. You got knocked the fuck out. Oh, man. A couple of good ones.
Yeah.
Bengals punter.
Yeah. Poor guy.
I just feel bad for him.
Yeah, you have
You're
to.
a punter,
But
and then
you know
you just
what?
get rocked.
Kudos to him, though. We'll get into that, but kudos to him. I like what he had to say about all this.
Yeah, I'm just good one. So we'll get back. We got Dunk of the Week coming up, Bonehead, Got David Stern, NBA commissioner, choking on some water. Did you check out that video I posted? It's hilarious. He almost died on the court. He
didn't get my vodka bottle?
Yeah, he tried to pull Jason Kidd during his own event right there. He just tried to spill some water on it.
I love it.
And then also coming up, we got the Champions League draw. The teams are set, the 16. We'll go over those. And then a Seattle car dealership owes 12 people $35,000 each because they shut out the Giants
Sounds
this
like
past
one of
Sunday.
your bets.
Yeah, seriously. God, fuck you.
That's awesome. Hey, well, he's got to pay you up, man. I
gotta
like
pay
it.
up
At least
sometime.
He's boning up, man.
At least he's boning up. So how was the weekend, Knocker? What did you end up doing? And have any events going on? Anything good? I didn't see you over the weekend. So
No, actually, Saturday I worked. Sunday was a pretty eventful day. We had the priest who did the ceremony for my daughter and Zach last month. He came over to the house for dinner. He's an avid Bears and Blackhawks fan.
Okay.
So the Kings were.
take that, Jesus.
I only got to knock off 10,000 other things off the list to get me into heaven. But that was one step in the right direction. But it was pretty cool. He came over wearing a Blackhawks jersey.
Okay.
He had, oddly enough, he'd never had enchilada casserole, so I hooked him up with some of that. He blessed our Christmas tree, and it was a very enjoyable evening.
Well, that's good.
We lost. But if you're going to lose to the
Yeah,
team,
you're going to lose
the
to
priest
Jesus,
team.
right?
Exactly.
You might as well lose to. I mean, you're setting a good example. No
Exactly.
shame in losing to the Lord.
Exactly.
You know,
So,
no shame there.
It was a pretty enjoyable weekend.
Okay, I had a good weekend. What did I do this past weekend? I can't remember what I did.
You
this
lost
past
money.
weekend. Oh yeah, I lost money, but not for the VIP. Just because
No.
I'm stupid and I get drunk and I live bet. I really did.
That was perfect.
I looked what I did.
That's exactly what it is, too. I'm drinking, and there's live betting.
I'm
Why?
telling you, I don't know what this live.
You are one pathetic loser.
I'm telling you, this is the biggest curse known to betting to me. Like, I thought it's hard enough for me to go on and bet on games just before they start. Now I
Right.
can actually bet on events that are happening during the game. Like, I can bet on a person getting a touchdown in the next 10 minutes. Oh, the odds are minus 150 to plus 270. Oh, this is easy. Oh, interception. Fuck, just lost $200 in within 10 seconds. Like,
It was bad enough when they went to quarters, where you could bet on the quarters. Now it's live betting. You can bet
Yeah.
on the next snap or
At the-
something, huh?
Yeah, actually, you know what happened this weekend? I tried to forget. That's why I didn't remember, because I tried to forget that Cowboys game that I wanted. Took myself out back with my new 44, and I wanted to shoot myself. I was seriously so upset. Knocker. Like, I'm going to cry. I'm getting teary-eyed right now because I'm so upset at this game right now.
Yeah, you wouldn't even answer calls. You wouldn't
No.
answer texts. You wouldn't answer calls.
Got
you
off
went
all
into your
Twitter
little
accounts.
hole. You climbed into your little hole.
I went into my little hole and cried myself to sleep. I swear to God.
No crying?
I know.
There's no crying in baseball.
Betting, I know. But you know what? It was the worst thing I've ever seen. I obviously bet on the game. Didn't put it on the site, thank God. But I'm up 20 points at halftime.
23 to be exact.
23. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. And what does Romo do? He pulls a goddamn Romo once again. And you know what? You can hate Jason Garrett. You can hate Jerry Jones. But you know what? Tony Romo checked off those 2 run calls. Checked off both of those, audibled them.
Yes, he did.
You can maybe blame it on the receiver for pulling up on his drop. But no matter what, you run the ball. DeMarco Murray had 97 yards in the first half
Yes.
on 9 carries.
Yes. And then they get cute. But boy, what a great move hiring Monty Kiffin, huh? An awesome move.
For all the years I have given you, Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones, this is what I have for you, Jerry. I hope you hear this.
Well, tell him to suck my balls.
Suck 'em!
Dude, they had a 12-point lead with less than 5 minutes to go. You do realize that, right? You do know that.
Play the NFL theme album. Let's go. NFL. Week 16. Just have to lay out the shit. Seriously, you got to lay out the shit. Just play it for me. Week 16 power rankings.
Cowboys were so bad, I think the team from Little Giants movie would have beat them.
Seriously! Well played!
Frodo.
Intimidation!
Irish comes in. A man versus a tranny is still a man versus a man. Okay, in Brazil, I guess.
Hey, what happens in Brazil stays in Brazil.
And Frodo's Christmas shopping. I'm shopping for that ass.
That's right. You ain't getting that ass if you don't shop for it, so you better be shopping.
Let's go to Hollywood. Fast and easy. Not that I know of.
Yeah.
I just heard.
I agree.
I hear tell.
Week 16 power rankings, boys. Back here, right here.
Oh, God.
On SportsCast. You guys can check them out at thenewsportsguru.com. We have been blowing up over there, putting some great stuff out. Got Big L Boog out there. Lawrence Brooks throwing up weekend recaps of all your NFL games. He covers all the NFL games, breaks them down, gives his thoughts. He is fantastic. Addicts to follow him at Big L Boog on Twitter. Getting to the power rankings, though. Week 16, a lot of movers and shakers. I titled this one, Knocker, Defenses Wins Championships.
Yes,
and
it
you
does.
have preached this
Yes.
a lot, and I've always been on the other side of the fence here. More of an offensive guy. I like points, like goals,
Yeah, you are an offensive
like high
guy.
scoring. I am kind of offensive. Exactly.
Defense wins championships, buddy.
Yes.
Defense wins championships. All there is to it.
Russ?
How do you,
Guys like that.
look at last year's and Baltimore. Baltimore did not have a great offense, great
Yep.
defense. Defense does win championships. You can say all you want about Joe Montana winning all those championships. San Francisco had an awesome defense. Dallas had defense.
Yep.
The steel curtain. I mean, you go through any teams that had good runs to championships, and it's defense. That's why I'm kind of confused on a couple of your.
Okay, well, I'm
Of
going to
your
get to my
choices.
ring. Okay, well, then criticize them as usual. If you guys want to call in,
I'm a little confused.
going to be going over
But once again,
Week 16 power rankings.
the pictorial on the power rankings.
I dimed it down a little because of
You
the Santa
did.
outfits. I wanted to know the kids might be watching, you know?
You
I don't
did
want
dial it
Terrence's
down,
little boy to come out, oh, Mommy, I like you.
but awesome nonetheless.
Yes.
Awesome. It makes it festive. It
I
gives you
appreciate
the
that.
holiday spirit.
Holiday spirit by coining this
Yeah.
one. Defense wins championship, people. You think the teams that had big wins this week in Seahawks, Niners, Panthers, Chiefs, all four that rely heavily on their defensive play, ball position on the field, and they handle business. Those teams that struggled last week. The Broncos coming off the loss to the Chargers on Thursday night. The Lions, offensive team as well, struggling. The Saints, offensive struggles. Cowboys,
Saints can suck
defensive struggles.
My balls.
Really? They could suck a fat one. You know, what? Just let's put it behind us, okay?
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna put that.
Let's just put it behind us. Let's
Yes.
stop talking that, all right? Power Rankings, you guys, are brought to you by Juicy Whip. JuicyWhip.com, guys, official sponsor of the Sportscast and this week's Power Rankings. Check them out at Juicy Whip on Twitter. Also on Facebook, JuicyWhip.com. Guys, make the best horchata, Jamaica, tamarindo, pineapple, piña, orange whip out there. All your aguas frescas. Check them out at all your local Targets, Vons, Ralph's. They're right by the milk aisle. They sell the 2-liter carton of horchata. Check it out, guys, today, JuicyWhip.com. All right, guys, first up, this week's Power Rankings. Wow, Knocker, it was hard. This week was a hard week of Power Rankings because I'm trying to get a feel for the teams here going to the playoffs, what I got. But number 10. This team dropped a couple spots in my rankings this week. The Bengals. Bengals, once again, a chance to put themselves into the playoffs, win the division, and they just pull a Bengals. They pull a Cincinnati.
I don't get this team. I really don't. You have to put them up there because, I mean, they are a division leader and you know, they
Yeah, I put it up there.
probably-
It's a default number 10 for the Bengals right now.
Yeah, I kind of have to go with that.
Because, I mean, if I do, I just think they're a little better than the Eagles and Colts at this point. But the Ravens right there behind them. But Cincinnati, once again, blows it. Andy Dalton proves to be one of the worst passers in the league with a QBR of 52.8 overall with the division. It's just horrible.
That's terrible.
That's just so bad. If you guys don't know your numbers by QBR, that's just to say that's like a D-.
Yeah, that's Tebow-esque.
Yes.
Right there.
Yes.
That's Tebow-esque. At least Tebow
At least
can
he
run
can
the ball.
Thank you. At least he can run. You know, at least he can skedaddle around every once in a
That's pretty
while.
sad.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
sad.
pretty bad. So, all right, guys, it's been your number 10 team here. Coming in at number 9 on the Power Rankings. Terrence, team, baby, bumped him up big this week to number 9, the Chicago Bears.
Number 9.
The Bears. Dicka.
Duck coach.
Dicka.
Dicka.
I still love those Dicka commercials. Those commercials. Discount double check. They can't get annoying enough. They really can't. I love them, though. All right, number 9, though, at the Bears. 8-6 this week, up 3 spots in the Power Rankings. Jay Cutler.
He tried. He tried early to give this game
He
away.
did.
I was
just waiting for. I was sitting by my iPhone. I know Knocker's going to be sending me Cutler hate texts right now. Here they come. It's like, look at that motherfucking 6 interception. Because we put the Bears up on the site too. We had him as one of our picks for our VIPs. Mm-hmm. Like Bears, Browns, come on, offense, come on, it's a little tight here.
Seriously.
But the Bears end up really. Jay Cutler stepping up big in the fourth quarter in this one.
Yeah, he played a good fourth quarter. Big win for the Bears with Detroit choking again. This was huge for them. It puts them, basically in the driver's seat.
Yeah, they're going to end up going against Philadelphia and Green Bay, and maybe a Green Bay team with.
Yeah, it's the game of the week this week, the
Yeah,
Philly game.
it's gonna
be. You've got the receivers he has now. I mean, Cutler's been waiting to throw to guys, a full complement of receivers with a decent running game his whole career, basically.
Yeah.
And he steps right into it. If that groin holds up, You know, like Lindy says, if that groin holds up, anything's possible.
Yep. Again, coming on Twitter from Mr. Awesome. Speaking of peanut bets, where's Joshy's jersey? It's coming, people. I take time to plan these out, okay?
No, you just hope people will forget.
Yeah, I do, kinda.
You just hope they'll forget.
Sometimes. Also, coming on Twitter, Frodo wants to suck my balls the entire top of the league for ruining his pick'ems this week. I'm with you on that. I'll throw up a suck my balls for that. I will for the entire league ruining pick'ems.
Well, tell him to suck my balls.
That's right. All right, guys, getting back to the power rankings here. Coming in at number 8. Now, this team, Knocker, your kind of team here.
Number 8.
The Cardinals.
Yeah.
What do you think about me putting the Cardinals up at number 8 in this one?
I think as of today, yes.
Are they the
Unfortunately,
8th best team in the NFL right now? I mean, can you
would
really
probably-
say that? Can
I
that
would
come out of your mouth?
probably- I would probably put the Bears in front of them right now.
Wow, okay.
My
You moved the
problem-
Bears up more. Okay.
My problem with Arizona is going to be they just don't have a fart's chance in a windstorm of getting to the playoffs. The two teams that they have left on their schedule are at Seattle and at home against San Francisco.
I agree. I mean,
And
you look at the
unless
Cowboys
those-
at 16. I have them this week.
the
They have a
Cowboys-
better chance of getting the playoffs than the Cardinals at 8.
Yes, as odd as that sounds, yes, the Cowboys, as crappy as they are, have a better shot to get into the playoffs than the 9-5 Cardinals, who, in my opinion, have a much better balanced team than the Cow Chokers.
Okay. I'm that's interesting to me, really.
Oh, and by the way, okay, keep going. Never mind.
What?
We'll
Go ahead, by the way. What's by the way?
No. We'll wait till the end. I don't want to jump ship here.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right, coming in
7.
number 7 here, coming in the power rankings. Again, guys, you want to call on the show, 855-969-7268. Let us know you disagree, agree with these rankings coming in. Again, you can find them at thenewsportsguru.com.
Number 7.
Number 7 coming in this week. Now, everybody wants to know how can you leave out the Colts? How can you drop the Colts so low? Colts are bad, people. Colts might be the worst playoff team going to the playoffs this year.
I believe they are.
They got to be. Number
By
7,
no
though,
doubt.
New England drops 2 spots this week. Can you really blame Tom Brady? I mean, I understand the Dolphins are a tough team, they're a lot healthier, but he's playing without Gronk, Dobson, and Tompkins in this game. Okay, Shane Vereen's maybe his best option out there throwing the ball. They're a playoff team. They're a playoff team, but they're not the Super Bowl contender we thought 3 weeks ago.
How much has changed in 2 weeks? They've gone from 28 points a game with Gronk back in there, Amendola back in there. Their offense was producing, 8 points more per game. Now they're right back where they were, 5-6 weeks ago. They're going to struggle on offense, and they're going to go on the road, and their defense isn't the same defense they had in the Super Bowl years. And yeah, I believe this team, although ranked probably pretty close to where they should be, I think they're in trouble.
Yeah, I think they're in trouble as well. It's going to be interesting coming down. I mean, they might not get a home game. It just depends how they finish up here. I mean, Miami could very well sneak up on them here at the very end. All right, coming in here, number 6. This team
Number 6.
falls the hardest, man. Who dat suck mine? You know what? Knocker, we got some hate this week, and I'm usually a Saints guy.
You've been riding that
I've been
horse
riding
all
that
year
Drew
long.
Brees horse all day until that horse just
It just crapped on your party, didn't
Yeah,
it?
it took a big Merry Christmas shitters full on my face this week. That's what it did, Knocker. But Drew Brees throwing up a big stinker, man, against the Saints twice in the first quarter, 3 interceptions in the red zone. Is this team just only good at home?
Apparently, because how do you explain? I mean, it's not like they're playing good on the road and losing. They're playing bad on the road, and they just don't look like the same team at all. So
That's for you, Saints fans. Pissing me off.
no, but
Can they bounce back? I mean, they got to go to Carolina this weekend.
you know what? They have a
They're
good
in
shot
trouble
at
here.
going in as a wild card.
I'm telling you.
'Cause
And
I think Carolina's going to win that game.
I
this
think
weekend.
I think Carolina's going to win this game as well. That's the biggest game that Carolina has had in their stadium in a long time.
Oh God, yeah.
That
In
stadium's
6
going to
years
be
or so.
rocking
Yeah.
out in Carolina this week, and going
Absolutely.
to be one of the games of the week. I mean, a lot of big games this week, and that's one of them up there. Like you said, though, could see themselves as a road first-round playoff team here for the Saints, and you wouldn't think you would have said that 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
so.
before the Seattle game. Yeah.
All right, guys, get into my top
Number
5
5.
here. You guys want to chime in on Twitter again? SportsCast _THN. The Chiefs looking good. Up 2 spots this week into my top 5. Jamal Charles, absolute beast mode, absolute beast.
this
I mean,
weekend.
what he did to the Raiders was just.
He just bitch slapped them.
It
man.
was filthy. Like, it was just absolutely filthy. He literally bitch slapped him. I mean, that's one of the best games I've ever seen out of out of a running back. I mean, he just thoroughly dominated. Unbelievable. 5 touchdowns. Keith, going through them up for me. I got all 5 touchdowns for you. You guys can watch us live right now. Again, rantradionetwork.com on the Ustream channel. We show a lot of videos, a lot of YouTube stuff. Very interactive show, so make sure you guys watch it. If you guys are only listening, go back and watch out the video on our site on demand. Knocker, go throw these touchdowns. I mean, he juked the living hell out of some of these guys here and just putting on a business. And you think Jamal Charles really MVP? Got to be this season, right?
I think he's got a
I mean,
very good
really, when it
shot
comes
at
to mind right now, if I ask you MVP, who's the first person you think of?
Well, you always go to quarterbacks.
Do you go to Manning? I mean, do you go to Manning even
that's
after the
because-
last 5 weeks of them losing
normally
3?
that's who they give it to. They always give it to the quarterback. But, right now, Jamal Charles adds a dimension to this team that obviously was missing last year, but
Dude can fly, man.
big play possibility, which is essential, to go far and put those points up on the board. Now, Kansas City, we were talking about that before the show with Alan. If Kansas City can put 24 to 20 to 30
their
points
chances
up on the board, they're going to win with that defense.
And
There's
they
just no
run
doubt
all they run
about
is
it.
these screens, these little dink and dunks, and their linemen get out in front because their running game is so good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jamal Charles can get those. I mean, it's just amazing to see. I know it's the Raiders. Everyone pretty much dumps on the Raiders, but these last 2 weeks, the Chiefs' offense is high flying right now.
I think this team should be ranked a couple spots higher.
Really?
In my
Really?
opinion.
Then
Yes.
the teams I have at the top 4? Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
All right. Coming up next year, then, Knocker, number 4. This team, again,
Number 4.
big game this weekend coming up, Cam Newton. Up there again with MVP talks this season, 8-1 record over his last 9 weeks here. They can win the division if they can go ahead and beat the Saints this weekend and win out their final game of the season. They're one of those teams you don't want to be facing here when it comes playoff time.
No, not right now. And they're a pretty good road team. They've done pretty well on the road this year. Cam has to kind of get a nod for MVP because obviously without him playing, they're a 4-12 team. But the defense is suffocating. They're laying in wait right now for Drew Brees and the Saints.
I mean, they pounded the Bucs.
Yes.
I watched that game. I've been VIPs, baby. Become a VIP at thenewsportsgrid.com. Only $14.99 a month. You guys get all of our playoff picks coming up. It's be fantastic. Did pretty well this weekend, Knocker. We won our Monday, Thursday bets and went 3-2-1 on Sunday. So pretty good week. Panthers cleaned it up house for me. They have -6 at the half and -9.5, depends where you got them for the game, and the over. They pounded the Bucs, man. They just thoroughly dominated them.
Well, if they can win this game, they get Atlanta at the end of the year, and Atlanta's showing it, to their tip of the cap to them. They are showing some pride, and they are playing some decent football at the end of the year here. And I don't think they would roll over by any means, but if they can beat New Orleans, they certainly can go to Atlanta and win that game and win the division.
I agree. All right, so you really end up put the Chiefs over the Panthers right now. I mean, on a neutral field, you're going to be taking the Chiefs. Because, I mean, that's what you said.
Yeah, the way the Chiefs are playing right now, I think in a close game that the Chiefs have have more weapons on offense right now than the Panthers do. I think
Think
they win
Panthers
that game.
rely heavily on Cam too much in this as far as their offense goes?
A little bit. He's not running as much. They're much more diversified than they used to be.
Okay.
But yeah, I think if you can bottle up Cam, you pretty much bottle up their offense.
Okay, number 3.
Number 3.
Kind of the same team here. The Niners.
Yes,
Number
I
3 here. Niners are on fire lately.
I'm still not sold.
Not sold?
No, because I still.
Yeah, just rocking out to the song.
Background music, man.
No, I take it back. The 49ers are the ones that pounded the Bucs this week. The Niners that beat the Bucs,
Right.
not the Panthers. But
Right.
Niners just looking fantastic on defense, dominating. I mean, how nice is it to have Michael Crabtree back if you're Kaepernick right now? Just been on. Kaepernick's playing the best ball he has in the last couple weeks here.
Yeah,
the whole season.
but it's all defense. 49ers defense is frothing at the mouth right
Yeah.
now. They're really shutting people down and closing off all avenues. So I'm still not sold, though. I still think that they got one more crappy game left in them, and it might happen in the playoffs. So, I'm not drinking their Kool-Aid.
Not drinking the Niners Kool-Aid
Not-
yet?
not yet.
Not
No.
yet? Okay.
No.
All right, so you'd actually put the Chiefs ahead of the Niners and the Panthers, put them up at number 3
Yeah,
here.
I'd put right now. I'd have the Chiefs at number 3 and probably even tied with Denver right
Okay.
now.
All right. We'll talk about that
Number
team.
2.
Denver coming in at number 2 here, drops one spot after getting beat by the Chargers on the short week on Thursday. And they just didn't look good. They look lifeless against the Chargers. Defense really have some problems here. And I think it's really going to be some issues coming into playoff time here. They're going to finish up, luckily, with the Raiders and Texans, so they should go ahead and clean house and hold on to that home field
Yeah.
advantage.
How nice is that?
Yeah.
That to end your
Thank
season?
God. He might think clean up, and it should have home field advantage throughout the AFC playoffs. But they're not the juggernaut we once like the Patriots. I'm not as confident as I once thought in the Broncos.
Yeah, their defense looked
bad.
terrible.
They
bad. Looked terrible against the so-so San Diego team. We're back to Peyton Manning. One week he proves that he throws all those touchdown passes in the cold, and the next week at home he doesn't do crap.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to think of this team, man. I'm really confused.
AFC. I think the AFC, as far as playoff NFC, AFC goes, NFC strong right now. You got your top teams in the Seahawks, the Niners, and the Panthers. But the AFC, I know you got Broncos, Patriots, but they're not as good as we all thought they were. They're suffering a lot of injuries. Again, like Broncos defense going to be susceptible come playoff time. But all right, number one team back up at the top, and this team is the obvious number one in the National Football League.
Number 1.
That's right, number one. Russ's boys right here.
Russ?
Yeah, that's right, Russ over there with the Seattle Seahawks. Number one, just thoroughly dominating the Giants, just embarrassing them, shutting them out over the weekend. Knocker, I can't find a flaw in this team. I just can't. I've tried to look at it, maybe see where they could get beat. But, they've proven they can win outside of Seattle.
Yeah, I think top to bottom, this is the most consistent team week in and week out. I don't see where they take a week off like Denver did last week or come out flat like the Saints. They win games even when they're not playing well. Top to bottom, the top team, and I just don't see anybody beating them in Seattle. And yeah, Proto, the 49ers did beat Seattle, but it was a very close game. The game could have gone either way. The game was in San Francisco. You go up to Seattle and play that team. I'm sorry. I just do not see them losing.
And they're fit to win the Super Bowl this year playing in New York, in New Jersey.
Absolutely.
It's going to be interesting. So coming on Twitter, it says here's one news note from Thanks at Disturb Smile announced that Keenum is out, and they're actually going to put Schaub in, as announced as a starting quarterback against the Broncos this weekend. So you're lucky, Denver. You get to play against Schaub. Well, you're welcome. But that's been your guys' power rankings this week. Again, check them out at thenewsportsguru.com. We appreciate Juice Whip for the sponsorship. Again, guys, talk about that Seattle shutout against the Giants. Story came out a couple days after that. This car dealership actually did some kind of promotion like that. And I'm
sure.
Is that the ultimate slap in the face for a Giants fan that, car companies are actually betting that you're going to get shut out? Like, that's actually promotion of theirs?
How far you
have fallen from your 2 Super Bowls?
Terrible.
Just terrible.
And for the first time in a long time, that's a that franchise has a lot of down years, but it's a proud franchise, man. It's one of the oldest ones around, and I
Coughlin's going to die.
I think they quit. I think for the first time ever, I think they quit. Even when they had terrible teams, they didn't quit. I think they quit this weekend, which is very sad. Now, what do you do? What do you do with Coughlin? He's been there since what? He's been the coach since 2004.
I don't think it's necessarily. I think I like Coughlin as a coach. I think it's the person. They just don't have the right personnel. They just haven't drafted well. They haven't built their team right. Eli Manning's regressed to, really bad. Bottom 20 quarterback here. Especially this season.
Yeah, but like you said, they don't have a very good defense. They don't get field position. But yeah, he throws some really bizarre interceptions.
Yeah.
So, he goes Tony Romo every once in a while, and you just kind of scratch your head. And, he goes into
way to stick it in there.
He goes into the
just jab it, just twirl it around a little bit.
The pouty mode.
Yeah.
He gives you that face, and I think there's a lack of leadership on that team. But again, I think Coughlin's had his run. Coughlin. I can't call him Coughlin, but Coughlin. I'm the 10-year guy. After 10 years, the message gets old. You need some, a little more innovative and blah blah blah, and the face gets old on the franchise. It just does. I think it's time. I think it's time to get a new face in there. I really do.
Yeah. Well, again, back to the story here. Jet Chevrolet Federal Way in Washington. They weren't worried, anything was going to happen. They said, we'll go ahead and pay the 12 people that got random raffle tickets, okay?
Right.
We'll pay you guys $35,000 each if Seattle shuts out the Giants on Sunday. It's a promotion because, that's not going to happen, right?
Wow,
a team will get 3 points.
Yeah, you
right?
can stumble into
somehow you can get 3 points, right? Well, that didn't happen, and they're going to end up having to pay $420,000 to these 12 people.
Wow.
That's what's going to cost this car dealership. So
okay, you thought you had a bad week.
I'm feeling good. compared to his car dealership. My God. All right, guys, we're going to get to break here real quick. When we get back, we're going to go ahead and get into some college bowl games. We're going to talk about Nick Saban, signed a big contract as well over the weekend. We're going to get into some NBA. A lot going on in the NBA. And I'm also going to give you guys my main reason why I stopped watching college basketball after 2 nights ago. So stick around for that. We'll be back after this.
Are you watching the game at home? Why? Come watch it at Mambo Grill, the hottest spot in Downey. You'll have good food, drinks, and a great time at a low price. We have the coldest beer in our sports bar, where you can enjoy the game on any of our huge flat screen TVs. And when your home team wins, you get 25% off anything in Mambo Grill. We're on Downey Avenue, 1 block north of Firestone, or visit us on the web. Mambo Grill, love at first bite.
Add some crazy flavor to your vape pen. You're looking for something new and exciting in liquid vapor? Go to Crazy Cloud's e-juice. Find them at burstoflavor.com and try any of the new 12 flavors they have available. Blueberry, mint, raspberry, chocolate, gummy bear, hemp, watermelon, cola, orange, pina colada, coconut, or Red Bully. Call us today at 855-WE-BURST or visit us at burstoflavor.com and order yours today.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, 2 things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number 1 Tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior Tequila. There's only number 1. There's only number 1. There's only number 1.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home. At AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.hrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
What's wrong? I can't stop craving a cigarette. I just quit. Hey, what are you smoking on?
Oh, this? Best e-juice on the planet. Burst of flavor, of course.
What's that?
Only the best alternative to smoking with a great flavor. It has a burst of flavor in every puff.
Well, does it have nicotine?
It comes in different levels, including 0. They have 20 flavors and more coming. All the products are made in the U.S. Check them out at www.burstoflavor.com or call them at 855-WE-BURST.
Hey, let's burst together.
It's not just flavor, it's an experience. Cigarettes, you've met your match.
Welcome back to the SportsCast. Wednesdays, 12 p.m. right here, rantradionetwork.com. People, check us out at thenewsportsguru.com. Become a VIP today. Got a brand new Gurus Girl up there for you guys. Go ahead and check her out. Smoking stuff for the holidays. Also on Twitter, sportscast_THN, where you guys can find us. Follow us there on Twitter. Spread the word around. Tell a friend. Let them know about us. All right, guys, back here on the show with Bud Knocker. Going to be getting into some college football here. We got bowl week starting up. It's kind of like March Madness for football season, basically, but a bunch of bowl games in the next 2 weeks here. A lot going on, but big news coming out, obviously. Big story going around. Was Nick Saban going to leave Alabama? Was he going to head to Texas and take all that work, all that stuff he's done with Alabama, both championships with him? Ends up signing a fat I believe it's a 7-year contract, $7 million a year, something like that.
Yeah, well, I think it was a 2-year extension. I think he had a 5-year contract already, and it was a 2-year extension. So, yeah, he's very rich.
Yeah, it's between $7 and $7.5 million per year. So, big extension onto his already contract, but he went 11-1 this year, got the number 3 slot, obviously losing to Auburn, and did not get into a bowl game, but.
No, he got into a bowl game.
But not into the national championship game. The only bowl game that really matters. But
hey, don't tell the Rose Bowl that, man.
Was I kidding me? Come on. All right, but Nick Saban, though, what are your thoughts real quick? You're the big college guy here, Knocker. Nick Saban, did you ever think it was a question whether he was going to leave, and do you think it was the right decision?
I think it was a big question whether he was going to leave. I really do. I mean, the pressure that he's under right now, and it's a pressure brought on by his success, but it's got to be tremendous. I mean, just it's got to wear on you, And I think again, he's accomplished everything that he can accomplish there. They didn't get to try for the 3rd national championship. There's something to be said for starting over and going to a new school and going to a new environment and reinvigorating yourself and bringing some new life. And I thought it was Texas would be one of the only jobs he would leave Alabama for. So, yeah, I don't think it was a sure thing he was staying at all. Do I think it's the right decision? Yeah, I guess at his age, he's 60 years old. His family probably wants some stability and quit moving around. And, he's a rich guy now. And he's already achieved legendary status. He's on par with, nobody's ever going to be Bear Bryant, but, he's on par with the accomplishments that the Bear had. So, in a lot of respects. But I think more so that just the age and not having to move and the stability and not having that over your head. I think that was the right decision, yes.
I just don't ever saw a point of him ever leaving. Like, why go? I understand Texas, yeah, they've got the Longhorn Network. They've got all the money in the world to throw at you, nice facilities. Austin's a great place to live. But you're a god in Alabama. Why leave? I mean, just why leave? Just make a name for yourself. You've already made a name for yourself. Stay there. Be one of those guys that stays in college. I mean, because college football is different than any other sport as far as a coach staying longer than you said your normal 10 years.
Right, for longevity. But I just think that there was a lot of reasons to leave. You've done everything you can do. The expectations are never going to change, right? So all he can do now is fail. If he doesn't win BCS championships in the next 2 years by a creation of his own doing, he's now a failure.
Right.
Right? And the pressure just keeps mounting and mounting. So why not leave when you're on top of the mountain? Why not leave and just say, hey, man, I gave you everything I had. You feel good about me. I feel good about you. I'm not leaving because I don't want to be here anymore. I'm just leaving because we've got a good thing going, but I want to do something new. I want to do something different. I want to go to a new environment. And then for selfish reasons, I want to become the first coach to win a BCS or a national championship with 3 different universities. I want to go live somewhere else for a little bit. I want to do something new players, new atmosphere, new stadium. Everything's new.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot to be said for that.
No, I agree with you, new, but it's also I'm one of those guys that I'm a guy that likes to be at home. I like my surroundings. I'm comfortable with my surroundings. I don't want to go out and change it. I'm a home guy, and I think that Saban's one of those guys as well that, he's made a living. His family's there. Why not just stay? I mean, everything's
Yeah,
great. Why not stay and, try and become the winningest coach ever?
Yeah, well, again, I think that's the reason he did
become
stay.
the god of college football. Don't become a god. Become the god coach when it comes to college football.
Yeah, well, I think that's why he did stay. I think that's why he did stay, to keep his family stable. I don't see how you can ever fail at Alabama. He's going to be at the top of the SEC and in the national championship hunt, especially now with the playoff. Now you don't have to win the conference per se anymore to get into the playoff. And
you can be the second team in the SEC and get in.
You can lose that
basically.
SEC championship game just like he did this year and still turn around
because
and win
more than
the national
likely,
championship.
the Pac-12 winner and the ACC winner probably they're going to be the other two teams with two SEC teams in the top four. That's more than likely what's going to happen.
Yeah, probably. You'll probably
get an Oregon
SEC
or
teams.
USC, and then with the Florida State and the other
not sure. I think the ACC. I think the Pac-12 winner will automatically get in there as long as they don't lose more than 2 games or 1 or 2 games in the season. I think that 4th spot's going to come down between the Big Ten, the ACC, and the Big 12, depending on what happens with that conference.
Okay, well,
down
with
there.
your we went over the Heisman talk last week. You gave us your thoughts and thought you were going to win. Obviously, Jameson Winston at the top of the ballot, though. But you gave us who you thought in order, which way they would go ahead and get the most votes. And would you remember how that order went? Was it Jameson Winston at the top, obviously? Then you had Johnny Manziel.
I think I had Johnny Manziel or Trey Mason
number 2,
second and third, and that's where they finished. So Trey Mason second and Manziel third. I had Jordan Lynch finishing 6th. And Mariota and Williams, and it pretty much turned out.
Okay, kind of back over the voting
way.
with how the voting ended up. Jameson Winston total points was 2,205 with the number 1 votes is 668.
Yeah, it was
so
a landslide.
Pretty big landslide.
Yeah.
AJ McCarron actually was number 2
for first place votes.
Yes, for first place votes with 79. Jordan Lynch number 3,
really
with 40. Number 1 votes. Andre Williams number 4 with 29. Actually, number 5 with 29. Johnny Manziel had 30. Trey Mason had 31. So kind of right there, but surprised A.J. McCarron got as many votes as he did there with 79.
Well, that's a complete body of work. He's
earned those.
He's lost
points.
what 2 games in 4 years, something like that. So yeah, he's earned that kind of praise, and it's gonna be. I'm real interested to see what happens in the pros with him. As McElroy sitting on the bench. The last couple of Alabama quarterbacks.
Right up there with USC.
Yeah, right there with USC. They're really not doing anything in the pros, despite how well their teams have done in college. So I'm real interested to see which, because there's other quarterbacks that didn't even get in that race. I mean, you got Teddy Bridgewater, you got Taj Boyd, you've got Derek Carr.
Quite a bit, but you knew it was going to be Jameson Winston. He deserved
it was a landslide, and he deserved it. No
all right,
doubt.
Real quick though, we already gave our bowl predictions last week, guys. So we'll go ahead and real quick just cover the main game, the championship game here. Want to know if your thoughts have changed here? Give me just 30 seconds here. Auburn, Florida State. Do you have your thoughts changed, or you still think Auburn pulls the upset here?
I still think Auburn wins this game.
Okay.
I just think with the size and the speed, I think they're going to have a lot of success with Mason running the ball against Florida State. I don't think Florida State has seen the monster that Auburn brings as far as the running game.
Florida State's defense built more towards protecting the pass because their linebackers are one of the smallest in college football.
Right.
And I think Auburn's just going to pound, like you said, pound that ball and run them right over.
Right. And if they can, if they can control the clock, that's just the key element.
I think they're going to have to get 3 turnovers in this game off of the passing game because I think Jameson Winston with that wide receiving core, Auburn's ranked in the bottom 100 as far as pass
right, which goes. Means they have to control the ball.
Yes,
they're going to have to
turnovers. Give me a turnover. Like again,
and if they can force Florida State to play from behind, then they've got a much better chance. But I just and history, you got to go with the SEC. I mean, it doesn't matter who's in there. If they're from the SEC, you got to kind of figure they're going to win.
Yeah. All right. That's going to be your college talk today. Let's get into some NBA, guys. NBA news. Knocker, who's this NBA brought to you by?
This NBA report is brought to you by James F. Hunshammer, CPA England, Dora, JamesFHunshammer.com. You need CPA work done for your small business, your big business, your home, personal, whatever you need done, he's the man to go see. That's James F. Hunshammer.com in Glendora. And we also brought to you by Aldolino's Restaurant in the beautiful city of Azusa, the finest Italian food that you are ever going to eat. The freshest ingredients. Go in there, ask for Gabriel. Make sure you let them know that you heard about them from us, so they'll keep sponsoring us.
Yeah.
But seriously, in all seriousness, this is the best Italian food that you're going to find on the planet. So
All
go
right.
check them out. Aldolino's on Facebook.
All right, guys. The Association NBA going off. Big game tonight. Pacers, Heat. Battle number 2. Top 2 teams of the East. Pacers got the first game at home earlier this month, and it was a fantastic game. The Pacers obviously going to show up. This is their NBA championship here. I mean, after what happened last year, losing a game and 7 games to the Heat, these are obviously the top 2 teams in the East. The East is just putrid right now. I mean, if there's
no
ever been
doubt.
a shoe-in for an NBA conference championship between these 2 teams, it's them right there. So it's going to be fantastic tonight. I believe it's in Miami. LeBron, though, suffering from a little bit of an ankle injury, rolled his ankle last game. There's a little bit of talk going on right here, Knocker. Do you sit LeBron in this game?
Absolutely.
Because to the Heat, now the Heat are on the side of we're the cool guys. This game don't mean that much to us. I mean, we don't, we beat you guys. It's more to you than us. Come on. You're like a little brother talk,
That's exactly why you sit them. We don't really care if we win this
Yeah.
game.
It's not going to matter for
We'll see
positioning,
you.
know?
We'll see you in the finals.
Yeah.
And it's more important to us to keep our best player healthy.
I couldn't agree more.
There's no
if I'm
need
LeBron, I just sit it out.
Because, I mean, I would sit him to protect him from himself. He's going to insist on playing.
Oh, and and when LeBron plays, he's not going to give you anything but 110%.
Exactly. So you protect him from himself. You take, like in football, you take the guy's helmet.
Yeah.
Once the guy's helmet's gone, he's not coming back in the game. So, you take LeBron's tennis shoes. And you just tell them, look, you're not playing, and that's just telling the Pacers that we still own you until you get by us. We own you. We're not that worried about one game right now. You can play it up, and it's a statement game for you guys and all this stuff. But we're a 2-time defending champion. We don't need to make a statement to anybody.
No, I agree. On the flip side, there on the West, Portland Trailblazers.
What is up?
On
with that
fire.
team?
Damian Lillard, obviously going to be probably the rookie of the year this year. Just fantastic. Him and Kyrie Irving went at it last night. Hit an awesome game-winning 0.4 seconds left. Drilled a shot, Damian Lillard, to go ahead and beat the Cleveland Cavs. One of the best games of the year. Even LeBron chimed in on it. But the Portland Trailblazers, they usually put out good teams, Knocker, but this team's really built behind LaMarcus Aldridge and Lillard here. They really, I think, can put some damage here when it comes to going up against the Spurs and Oklahoma Cities of the world.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they have a nice home court advantage. They've built this team to compete in the West with the Western teams. And you're right. They're all seem to gel right now together. They're getting good balance, good scoring, good defense. They've got some decent three-point shooting. I think that's definitely the team to watch right now.
Yeah. Big game going to be tonight, though. Again, Pacers, Heat guys going to be fantastic, so check it out. Just here on the home front real quick with the Lakers. They ended up winning the other night. They are 12-13 this season. Still struggling. Got a lot of injuries. Steve Blake's been out for a long time. They're suffering at the point guard position. Kobe just doesn't look like Kobe. You're going to take him, obviously, a while to get back to form. But the Clippers playing well at 17-9 here. And the West is just stacked right now. I mean, the West is obviously the dominant conference. But I want to get into something here real quick. It's Christmas time, obviously. Trees are up.
Yes, it is.
Presents are out. I went to Thoroughbred. Have you ever been over at Thoroughbred in Rancho where you go through the lights?
Actually, Mary was talking about
Yeah,
that.
it's pretty cool. Went to last night.
I did all that when you guys were little.
Yeah.
I ain't doing it no more.
Yeah, I can see why.
I'm not waiting 45 minutes to drive by and see lights.
Dr. Scholes, I need you to sponsor this show after last night. Just have to say that. Dr. Scholes, please sponsor. But
yeah.
Let's get into the season a little bit, okay? Jingle bells. All right. Now, Doc, I want to test your knowledge here, and you too, Alan.
Oh,
all right. Now, are you into the season? Now, how much of a Christmas guy you're a Grinch? You look like you be a Grinch. Get off my lawn, you asshole.
No, I'm okay for everybody else doing that. Dude, I raised 5 kids, man. I raised 5 kids. I'm over it.
You're over it? You don't see the joy when
I love
when
all
me
that.
as your 30-year-old opens up that gift, says thanks, Mom, for the new belt.
Socks.
Thanks for the socks, Mom. Really needed those.
It's not the same. Now I'm
really could have used a PlayStation 3.
Now I'm into the grandkids.
Yeah.
I'm into the grandkids, and I love Christmas for young children, and watching you guys open your presents, and you running around with that Cowboys jacket we bought you, and when you got what you wanted, and you ran around, and that was all worth it. Christmas meant a whole lot more to me when when you guys were really young.
Okay.
Now it's time to spend. I spend it with Wendy, and we decorate, and the pace is a lot slower. We watch the Hallmark movie every night and that kind of stuff. So yeah, Christmas the atmosphere changes for me. I still love the time of year, and I still love what all about it. And being a Catholic, it's it's our Savior's birth. But I'm not as I'm like I said, definitely more slow paced than before.
Definitely a little slow. Okay. All right. Now, how good are you on your knowledge of Christmas? I guess history.
Probably not as good as I am at most other things, but
no,
we'll give it a shot.
You'll give it a shot? Okay.
Sure, why not?
Well, over the weekend, ABC7, a local news right around here. Are you okay? What just happened? You just spit up right now. Are you okay, Knocker?
That was a tough hit on the
G pen?
No, not the G pen, just the vape pen.
Okay, well.
I'm sorry about that, people. That was very unprofessional.
Want to get your knowledge here. You too,
All right.
Alan. Now, ABC7 went into the Lakers. I'm going to play the video in just a second. Can you name all 9 of Santa's reindeers right now? Don't look on Google. Don't be tweeting me out right now, okay? Unless you're on Twitter, don't be Googling. Can you name them? I'm going to go to you next, Alan. Don't you be Googling in there, okay? I'm watching you. Wait, hang on. Let me count it. Go ahead. Say them out loud.
On Keep It, on Comment, on Donner, on Blitzen,
I'm waiting.
Rudolph.
Oh, well.
Beto, Chewy, and Chata.
Okay. Very good. Very good, Knock. Turn me up a little bit, Alan, on my sound here. Now, Alan, can you name all 9 Santa's reindeers, please?
Can't hear you.
Check.
There you go.
Dancer,
okay.
Prancer, Vixen.
You got it. That's 3.
No, 2.
That's it, dude.
Okay, I got it here, okay? I think I got it.
Well, yeah, we just gave them to you.
I know. I really don't know stuff. On Donner, on Dancer, on Dasher, on Prancer, on Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on
Donner and Vixen.
Donner and Vixen. Yeah. I know it goes. Well,
Dasher and Prancer. Yeah, okay. Cupid.
Okay. Well, if you
Yeah.
guys can name them, send to us on Twitter. But they went to the Lakers. Paul Gasol literally made up a reindeer. Some random name. Jordan
right?
Farmar got the closest. But
Did
check
he?
it out here. I'm going to go ahead and let you go ahead and play it for me here, Alan.
That's funny.
All right, now the big important question. Can you name the 9 reindeer?
That's a tough question.
It is.
Yeah. There's Kobe, and there's that doesn't count. I know Rudolph.
Okay. Come on.
Rudolph, Prancer.
You have to do it to the
Donner,
song.
Dancer, Blitzen, Comet, Cupid, Prancer. That's about it.
He's good.
Yeah, Farmer.
Rufus? Yeah, Rufus. But I like that.
Yeah.
I think that'd be like the soul reindeer, Rufus.
Rufus the Soul Reindeer.
I think we might have a new Christmas book by Powell.
That's right. It's out there.
I'm not going to wish luck. I'm going to just say do what you guys do.
We'll try
and
to do it.
you always make us proud. So thank you.
I like that. Paul Gasol, Rufus?
That was pretty good, man. That was pretty good.
It's really hard. When I
But
saw
unless-
that video and I posted that, I was like, I don't think I know the 9 reindeers.
Unless you can do the
song, right? It's all about the song.
Then you can't get it.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen.
Yeah. Comes on Twitter. It says here, Knocker does sound like a grinchy old fart.
I'm getting there,
Knocker,
man.
you're getting there. You
Get off my
grinch.
lawn!
Seriously. God.
And we didn't even do the whole front of the house in lights this year.
You didn't?
No.
I made literally a run. Okay. Oh, you know me. I'm not that kind of Home
Oh,
Depot
God,
guy.
no.
When I
You're
walk
Clark
into Home
Griswold.
Depot,
Yeah.
I look like that blonde with big. Can you help me, sir? Where's the power drills? Because I don't know how to use this at all. You know that about me,
You
Knocker.
are so not mechanical. Absolutely.
My brother's the MacGyver of the family.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
I'm the the one that just cooks and cleans inside.
You're more domesticated.
I call AAA when I have a flat.
That's disgusting.
I don't know how to
That's
change my
so
oil.
wrong.
I don't know how to change my oil. Sorry.
Wow. You wouldn't know a carburetor from a shop.
No, but so you went this year. I went all out. I made a runway on my roof. I have a 2-story
What?
house. You know my house is pretty tall.
You got up on your roof.
Yeah, I got up on my roof.
Are you insane?
I know. I made a runway with a blinking runway lights in
Right.
all the way into the chimney, baby. So Santa knows where he's coming.
The landing strip.
He's got a landing strip out there. Too bad I can't sleep because it's right outside my window and I have blinking lights all night. Bling, bling, bling.
That's awesome. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you.
I used your staple gun you gave me.
Mhm.
I put up all the twinkling lights. End up, my first couple ones we got up there were about done. Right into the wire. All of them go out. Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? And you know me. I'm like, I'm like, shit. And Jackie's sitting there, my wife. She's like, I knew it.
I knew it.
I knew it.
Knew you couldn't do it.
I told you to hire Eddie to do this.
I knew you couldn't do it.
Yep.
So did you get the staple out?
Yeah, I got staple out. I was working again, had a little patch job, went to my work truck, had some electrical tape. That's what it's
you
used
even know
for.
what electrical tape
yeah,
is.
It's that black stuff you
Check
wrap
you
electrical
out.
wires with. Wrap some around there.
Awesome.
Change a little bulb here or there. Twinkling.
Woo-wee.
Working it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, Wendy knows where I'm headed. She goes, I'll just settle for
No,
the
I've been
one
around.
little strip on the porch.
Doing your lights around Mom is suicide.
Thank you.
It's literally. I'd rather be in a mental hospital.
Right.
At that point than taking orders from my mom who becomes Hitler when it's Christmas time.
And she is. She's very Frau.
But
she goes Frau.
She goes Fraulein. Like
Yes.
big time on your ass, no doubt. I mean, if there's no, if she
they're
knows
not spaced right.
they're not there's one icicle's hanging lower than all the rest.
Why?
Yeah, and then when it comes to the tree.
No.
Now was the tree just as much of an escapade
Now,
and where that
now
goes?
let me tell you, people. You know these icicle strands that you can buy? I missed out. Because remember, Josh, in the San Dimas house, I'd be out there. I made my own icicles out of the strands. I would twist them up to different lengths to make icicles. I'm the only guy I know that ever did that. I'm the first guy that I know that did that.
Yeah, you actually made like homemade icicles, right?
I took the long string of white lights and I stapled one in, twisted them to a certain length, brought it back up, stapled it again. Now you're doing this every 4 inches.
Yeah.
People on a 2-story house, okay? That's how much I love my wife. But no more.
Yeah.
No more.
Yeah, my wife's just happy I can put them up. At this point, that's where I'm lucky at. Like,
I am now.
Thank God you just put them up.
I'm now at the plastic colored bulbs along one little stretch of the front of the house and the candy canes you stick in the ground.
You're such a cheap ass.
Now, no, I'm tired. I don't have kids anymore.
Our house used to be one of the best dressed. Now you're like,
It did.
look at that guy's house.
Now, the tree, she's come a long way. You remember how agonizing it was to go out and try and buy a tree with Wendy?
Yeah, it was pretty.
Remember?
It was like, I'm gonna kill you, Alan. That's how it was about. It was like, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh,
Mom.
no, turn it around. Oh, that's a bald spot.
Yeah.
Oh, no, turn it around. Oh, no, that's a little. Oh, just turn it. Oh, God, this one looks a little dead. Oh,
That's why I stopped going.
World friggin' record.
Yep.
From the time we parked the car to the time we picked out the tree and took it over to get the stand put on it, 4 minutes, 22 seconds.
You literally timed it.
4 minutes.
That's a record, Mom.
22 seconds.
Mom, you're getting my shot of the week.
We walked on
Mom's
the
getting
lot.
my shot of the week.
We walked on the lot, saw that dress, and I like that when she said, I'm tired. It
That's
looks good. Let's
fantastic,
go.
Knocker.
It was awesome.
Like that.
It was awesome. Ain't nobody got time for that.
No one does.
It was awesome.
That's right. It was awesome. That's cool. All right, Knocker. Let's spin up our Christmas story. Back to why everyone wants to know, why am I done with college basketball? And you wanted to know this. This is some surprise, G.
Yeah.
Go ahead and throw me up.
I love college basketball.
Now, go ahead and throw me up the dunk of the week here, Alan. Okay, you guys can check us out. Again, rantradionetwork.com. Give us a call, 855-969-7268. No, that's the trick shot. We got the dunk of the week one there, Alan. It's a YouTuber. You got it? All right, here we go. Now, Knocker, NBA.
Yeah.
NFL. MLB.
Okay.
NHL. When you score a goal or make a point,
okay,
you're allowed to celebrate. Just hold up 1 second, Alan, then you can play it. You're allowed to celebrate, correct?
To an extent.
To an extent.
Yeah. I mean, the NFL's pretty stupid on it, but to an extent.
Would you say that one of those that celebration is one of the reasons people tune in to watch the
It's
sport?
entertainment, sure.
Entertainment, correct? That's why I want to see the guy pump his fist after he scores a goal.
Oh, absolutely.
After he does a slam dunk, I want to see him go, I just scream like,
Sure,
I want to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? Check out this dunk of the week. It's a normal, regular dunk here, Knocker. Go ahead and play it
Team
for me,
with
Alan.
another opportunity to pull to within one or tie on a three. McCray crams it. My crunch time.
What?
Jordy Mack.
They
And this
teed
is
up the
certainly
guy.
a hashtag SC Top 10 nominee. Good gracious, Jordan McCray.
What?
I'm not sure what
Okay,
he did wrong
go ahead and
there.
stop it for me, Alan.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah, I'm sorry, because that's a horrible call. Okay, if you guys want to check out the video, you can check it out, thenewsportsguru.com. This guy does a one-handed slam, absolutely brings down the house, okay?
Damn.
He doesn't get in anyone's face.
Doesn't hang on the rim.
Doesn't hang on the rim. Just gives a little yell out to the crowd at the end, not pointed at any direction, and he gets teed up for it. I am done with you, NCAA, whether with your stupid goddamn, politically correct stuff. I want to watch the game because it is entertainment. Okay? I do not want to go to a game where some guy cannot show emotion after doing something so awesome like this. I'm done with it, Knocker. This is one of the reasons why kids my age, whether it's a one-and-done rule, I'm done with college sports in a way because of this. Wow. I don't care about your stupid sportsmanship. I'm 18 years old. I'm not playing Little League here where you need to train me about sportsmanship.
I agree with you that he didn't point at anybody. He didn't point at the crowd. He didn't do anything. The only thing I can think of.
What can you take out of that, really?
The only thing I can think that he may have done wrong, which I don't think he did wrong, is if when he pumped his hands down, right, and he even did it with clenched fists, knowing that he can't be too demonstrative.
Right.
If he dropped an F-bomb,
okay,
then yeah, you got to tee him up.
I agree, but I don't think he dropped an F-bomb.
Other than that, a grunt, a yeah, or hell yeah, or unless he dropped the F word, then that's the most pathetic technical foul in the history.
And when
of
I
college
saw
sports.
that video, I posted again, guys. You can check it out under our college football section on our website.
That was a dunk. You got a pump. I'm pumped.
It was a SportsCenter top 10 dunk, and the guy got a technical for it. It wasn't even a foul.
That's just terrible.
That's just one of the reasons. That just turned off. I didn't watch it before except for March Madness, and I still maybe might tune into the very end. But that's why I'm just done with college sports in a way. I want the entertainment.
That's terrible. That truly is terrible. You've got to let this is an emotional game. You've got to let a reaction to something like that. And he restrained himself totally and completely from being demonstrative in any way, shape, or form. That's pathetic.
Yeah.
Even the announcers were like, come on, man.
It's Jordan McRae. Yeah. I'm not sure what he did wrong there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if you're yelling at the crowd and letting out a yell, a primal scream because you made a good play, that's basketball.
I think he just said that. I don't need to say anything more.
Nope.
The announcer just said it is, and you know what? NCAA.
You are one pathetic loser.
Seriously, I'm done. So that's my. I saw that video. I had to get that off. I'm done with it.
Yeah, I can see why. That's as a sports
and they wonder
fan,
why ratings are down in college basketball.
And you know me, I'm a
You're
traditionalist.
huge. I know you are.
I'm a huge traditionalist, and I don't like overt, stupid displays. But that's just a little bit of emotion. He didn't even raise his hands. I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah.
That's really. And if they're going to call it that, fine. Then, just stop playing the game.
Yeah, I agree. Coming on Twitter here again about your Christmas icicles, Knocker. Knocker made his own icicles. How do we have time to make all those kids? Knocker found the time, baby.
Don't take that long.
Don't take. Right there.
It don't take that long, man.
It doesn't at all.
Seriously.
You're showing her my O face. Oh. You know what I'm talking about. Oh.
I have a short O face.
Yeah, you got a short O face. Yeah. All right, guys. When we get back right after the break, we've got a lot of good stuff coming up. Wild World of Sports. We'll talk some NHL as well. I'll go over the standings with you guys. Coming up, Wild World of Sports. We got the first ever male, first female MMA fight in history. Give us your thoughts. Let us know whether this is right, wrong. Pick of the day: rugby player gets his face stepped on. 15 stitches across the face. It's nasty. You don't want to miss that as well.
Yeah,
Champions League draw. We'll go over that as well. And also, the Canadian drinking game you do not want to miss right after this.
Been in an accident? Then you need your vehicle professionally repaired. That's exactly what you get when you bring your vehicle to Greg's Auto Body Repair. 3 quotes within minutes. We will provide everything you need for a hassle-free auto body repair, from an accurate estimate to working with your insurance company. We will get your vehicle to its pre-accident condition as soon as possible. Greg's Auto Body has been serving Los Angeles County and local cities since 1970. Call us at 562-789-1300.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what will make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we could call.
We can call the drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
The Share Foundation is the health division of the Coy Chiropractic Institute, a 501c3 509A2 public nonprofit organization dedicated to the growth and development of the natural health care services, in particular through the chiropractic profession, offering health services at the Share clinics in the greater Los Angeles area. Your donations can help in expanding these facilities across the nation, research programs, and public education, thus offering a solution to the many of the health challenges we face. Your donations are tax deductible and can be sent through our website at www.sharefoundation.com. That's www.cherfoundation.com by clicking on the donation button. Thank you.
Number one. Number one.
Is that a stutter or as high as you can count?
I was ordering number one tequila.
Everybody's asking for number one.
Great, another fancy bottle.
These guys are true artists. Never compromise integrity. They make tequila
Come
the
on.
old-fashioned way. Never mass produced.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying have the number one. Anything less is number two. Number one, tequila.
Did you ever want to have your own radio show?
No.
Okay. But if you did, you should call the Rant Radio Network at 855-693-4897.
What was that number again? I don't understand what you're saying.
855-693-4897.
Yep. Back here Wednesdays, 12 p.m. right here on the Sportscast. Thank you guys for all tuning in. RantRadioNetwork.com. Again, all of our shows are on demand for you guys. Audio, video for your viewing pleasure at the Pod Center at thenewsportscrew.com. Check it out today. We got another show tonight. Great show tonight. 5 to 7, our NFL game day show. We go over all the games, pigskin, pick them, break them down for you, give us our winners, fantasy boom bust, and we got a special guest all the way from the Pentagon.
Yes, from the
we
Pentagon.
have a government official in the hizzle today. He actually flew out. He actually flew from Washington to get out here to come see us.
Yep.
He's in New Mexico now, works at the Pentagon, former Marine. Fantastic guy. He's actually maybe bringing some moonshine, I believe. There's a rumor out there.
Yeah, I'm scared.
He's got some
He says
gifts
he's
for us.
bringing gifts.
From the Pentagon. I don't know if they're arrest warrants or not.
I'm very scared.
I hope I have my card on me.
I hope it's not that.
I hope I have my medical card.
I hope it's not that experimental LSD.
Yeah, seriously, can't handle that. But we're going to have the Colonel on Twitter at the Colonel.
Absolutely.
In studio tonight, 5 to 7, guys. You guys can watch us again on Ustream on the Icebox Network. Also, we'll have it on demand.
That's how we treat our fans.
Seriously, it's gonna be fun time tonight. It's gonna be great times. We have the pre-party going at 3 p.m. today at Johnny Icebox's house. It's gonna be fun times. You thought I was drunk last week. I mean, Alan,
you were right.
Alan, I left last week after our 5 to 7 show. Oh man, I was living the dream. Let's just say that I was high flying for say. So again, guys, check it out tonight. 5 to 7 though, our NFL Game Day show.
Here we go.
All right, guys. What
on Twitter? Iris chimes in. Sportscast THN. Can't change your own oil. Need AAA to put a spare tire on. That Bud Knocker, take that man card away. Seriously, dude, I'm embarrassed. You can't even change your own tire. Can't even change your own oil. Oh, you won't even check your oil because you'll get your fingers dirty, right? Unless you have gloves on. It's sad.
Hey, but if you want me to build a website or do an email, I could do it.
I could do that.
Right? Knocker can't even send an email on your computer.
I could do white man work, right?
Yeah, my brother can, mas puto. Yeah, that's what I am.
Exactly.
Thanks, Alan.
Mas puto.
Thanks, Alan.
Sometimes it's embarrassing, man.
I deserve one of these.
I like Mark Sanchez.
You do.
I deserve it.
I tried, Irish. I tried.
You know what? But my older brother, he is like the MacGyver.
God, isn't he?
He can take like anything and build it. He can get me out of any sticky situation.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? If I send him an email, he doesn't know how to check it.
He doesn't even know how to check his email.
That's right. He doesn't know what a smartphone is. Bitch.
Yeah, that'll help in the mountains.
Yeah, love you, Matt.
Sending emails will help you in the mountains, won't it?
Help us in a business meeting.
Yep. So how'd that tent come out last time you went camping?
You're really going back to the tent. Fuck you, man. You really brought that up right now.
How'd that tent work out last time you went camping?
I can't believe you just went there right now. I'm not going to. All right.
It's a trap. Let's just say it didn't come back in the same.
Oh, shit.
How'd that work out for you?
Let's just say duct tape is the greatest invention ever.
I will murder you violently.
Isn't it? Thank God for duct tape.
Oh man,
And neighbors.
Yeah, we'll tell. That's
and
we don't have much time.
campers.
I'll tell that story next show. I got to tell that story because it is. You want to hear a great outdoor story? I mean, that's a good one right there. So, all right, guys, let's get into let's get.
You got knocked the fuck out.
Bitch! Oh, man. All right. You got knocked the fuck out this week is brought to you by Burst of Flavor.
Burst of Flavor.
Let's take a hit of the Burst of Flavor here. Let's taste it out. Ooh, I got the fuzzy cherry. What do you got going in yours?
I got
yeah. What do you got?
The pina colada.
The pina colada. If you like pina coladas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know the rest of the song.
Little Rupert Holmes for you right there.
What?
Rupert Holmes. He's never sung it.
Here we go. If you guys want to check them out, the Burst of Flavor for all your juice
check
and
'em out, man.
jams.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, for your vape pens out there. You guys want your hookah pens out there. You guys should check them out. Burst of Flavor on Twitter. Also at burstofflavor.com. You can order directly from the site. So check them out, guys. They're a big sponsor of the show. So check them out at burstofflavor.com. All right, guys, coming in. You got knocked the fuck out. Now, this was a Sunday night game. Steelers, Bengals, always a good matchup.
Yep.
Two hard-nosed teams. Steelers came out on fire in this game.
they
Went up
did.
21-0
Yeah, they did.
early in the game. And normally on the football team, when you think of who is the biggest wuss on the team, you know, who's the weak link, you go to the punter, right?
I actually, the punter.
Is it the long snapper?
No. I think it would be the field goal kicker.
The field goal kicker,
right?
Not the punter though.
No, the punter. Like the guy from Baltimore, they checked him for PEDs, the Indianapolis Colts punter, right?
That's true.
I mean, some of these guys, the Houston kickers made some tackles. There's some guys out there that feel that they're football players and actually throw their body out there. But yeah, they're not exactly the biggest, toughest guys on the team.
I think it was the one bar across the helmet. I mean, that just ruins your toughness, right? You can't go on a football field and have one bar across. That just screams, pussy!
Back in the day, Mark Mosley, now you'd never call him that because he was a tough guy, but he wore one single bar and it like went under his chin.
See, he had like a droopy one.
Literally under his chin. It was awesome, man.
That doesn't even make sense to wear it like that.
That's just, okay, I got to have something on there?
Yeah.
Okay,
just make it a droopy.
Whatever.
Make it like my pants.
But yeah, punters usually are not the most athletic guys on the team. Yeah,
normally quarterbacks, when there's like an interception, when you're a defense, you're taught go get the quarterback because it's a free shot, right? Free shot. Well, check out this kick return here. Bengals punter suffers a broken jaw after this bone-rattling hit from Antonio Brown. Broken jaw, and later confirmed that he suffered a cracked vertebrae on this hit, that he got hit so hard. You can check out the video on our website or right now at rantradionetwork.com.
Old number 10, that's my number.
Show the other view here, Alan, real quick, because the other view you can get a clean shot of it. Here, Knocker, here we go. I mean, he gets lined up, and boom!
Oh, my goodness.
He is lucky to remember who he is after that. Went off bleeding. He had a bunch of gauze in his mouth, but just got knocked the you-know-what out!
You got knocked the fuck out!
Biatch. Punter Biatch.
You got to.
His name's Kevin Huber is the punter's name.
You got to give him credit as wanting to be part of the team.
Got it.
Okay, want to try and help my team out by making a tackle. And the NFL has protected the punters. By rule, that should have been an illegal hit and should have been an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Pittsburgh player because you cannot hit the punter and or the kicker above the waist, with the leading with the crown of the helmet, all that same kind of protection rules, and that's why they don't know. Yeah. They don't know any better to keep their head on a swivel and that they're a target. But kudos to him for A, not only trying to make a play, but for B, letting the Pittsburgh player know, hey man, it's part of the game. It might be illegal, but it's part of the game.
I agree.
Took
it like a man.
I'm sure you didn't take 10 seconds to decide, okay, hey, here's the punter. I'm going to try and kill him, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
No, you just hit a guy in another uniform.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's what it's about. So kudos to him to being a man and just saying, dude, it's football. I get it. It's football.
All right, next up here, and you got knocked the fuck out. Our next big one from over the weekend. Now, Steven Jackson's had a pretty down year for all the hype surrounding him going to the Falcons this year.
He's had a down 4 years.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
He's had a down decade.
It's like drafted the bastard.
Yeah, but check out, he had absolutely trucked Josh Wilson on this touchdown run against the Redskins over the weekend. Now, when you blow up a secondary in this case, this guy gets blown up. He gets pushed back here. Go ahead and roll it for me here, Alan. Boom! I mean, he moves back 5 feet. He flies through the air, like, literally. He's like...
I like turtles.
Yeah. I'm Batman. I mean, he blew him up, right, Knocker?
Oh, that's just, oh, yeah, little man.
Yeah, Josh Wilson.
Come on.
You did!
You got knocked the fuck out!
A DB bitch!
A DB bitch! Like that one, Knocker. That was awesome, right?
I want to know what Steven Jackson was thinking when the hall opened up and he saw that little guy standing there like, really?
You're really going to come up on me?
Really?
Yeah. They tell you to go low. He even tried to go low, and he still got blasted back.
You think you're going to stop this?
Yeah, done.
Really?
Love it. All right, guys, get everyone's favorite section here.
That was pretty funny right there. That was awesome.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sports.
It's like he ran into like a springboard, like it boom, just bounced back. It was nuts. You guys also check that video. It's in our NFL section. Now, Knocker, MMA.
Well, you know what that looked like, really? You know what that looked like?
What's that?
The pickup football game when you have a mixture of 8th graders and 6th graders. and the big 8th grader had the ball, and the little 6th graders trying to go up and make the tackle. That's
exactly what it's like. It's just sad. It's like the Little Giants. I mean, really, school's out. School on his ass. All right, next up here now, MMA's been blowing up. UFC the past 5 years. I mean, big fights over the past few years here. But everyone's been always throwing the question around: are you ever really going to get a sanctioned man versus woman? Is that ever going to be actually will that ever really happen? Did you ever think it would happen in
the United States?
Not in the United States? No. Well, it's not happening in the United States.
Maybe in a back room in Shanghai or something.
Well, also known as Brazil in this case.
Well, is Brazil in the news a lot lately? They hosting the World Cup and all kinds of
just
crazy
bad
shit
news. They're having stadiums collapsing over there.
Just
they're having soccer games. People get murdered. I mean,
it's nuts. What's going on?
It is. It's pretty nuts down in Brazil. Well, it's also going to get a little nuttier with Shooter Brazil.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Shooter Brazil promoting the first male versus female fight in MMA history.
Wow.
Okay, this one's they're going to throw up against Emerson Falco is the guy's name. Okay.
No relation to Shane.
No relation to Shane, and from the movie. Give me that
one. You got it.
I got it.
I
got it. I got where you came from.
Somebody got it.
I hate the actor. I hate the actor.
Somebody got a rap from me. I don't believe it. Oh my God. That's awesome. I taught you well, Padawan.
You did. I know, because you always bring up that damn flat from the stupid. What's that movie? The Replacements, yes.
It's the most awesome movie ever.
But you guys can check out against Juliana Velasquez here. Okay,
Juliana Velasquez.
So you got a guy versus a girl here.
Now, was she born a female?
From records, she does look more female than that sprinter did over there in Croc.
That one was rough.
That was a rough one.
That was a little rough to
At least
prove.
she looks a little femmy for having to be in a boxy, but. This Falco the guy is a bantamweight fighter. He's 0-1 in his professional career. He made his debut back in April in Upper Sport Combat 2, where he was submitted in the first round by Benny Blackett. So maybe this chick has a chance. I mean, this guy's 0-1. Okay. I don't know, Knocker. Is there a chance here? I mean, what do you?
No.
You know?
No.
It says here, she comes out quoting from MMAfighting.com, I'm used to training with men every day. I'm a professional judoka, and I know the adrenaline of the competition. I know how to handle this.
No. Sorry, sweetheart. No.
My team believes I'm ready, so I accepted the challenge. My expectations are the best. I'm well-trained to get there and win.
Now
she's got the right attitude.
Now, is this like WWE, no holds barred?
I mean, this is MMA. This is MMA. It's UFC. I mean, there's
so she can go like rear scrotal grab and
no, because you can't hit the nuts. You can't hit nuts.
So I'm asking.
No nut shots, Knocker.
Okay.
So is there a chance with no nut shots?
Genitals are off limits.
Genitals and boobies off limits. I don't.
Then she has no chance.
Can he hit her in the tits?
I would think he'd have to be able to. Yeah.
How you like that?
Way to
Can he hit her in the jubblies? I didn't put it right out there.
Sugarcoat that.
I didn't put it bluntly. Can he hit her in the water jugs? I mean, is that legal?
I think it have to be.
Because
what
I think
the hell is wrong with you?
I don't. I think that the rules have.
Your mom would be so proud of you.
I know.
Right
I think God doesn't listen anymore. She just tuned off like last year when we got too crazy on this show. She used to have hosting dinner parties, and I'm glad she doesn't do that. Yeah, yeah. We lost a lot of people after that. But the rules have to be the same, right?
I would think they'd have to be, yeah.
I mean, you can't have different rules like, oh, you can't hit her in the chest, but she can hit you. No.
Exactly. No, I think the rules have to be even if you're going to do this.
So I just go at him like punching back. Just, go at him.
No.
Yeah! Just push her into the pit.
No. I go for the rear naked chokehold.
The naked chokehold. I
go for the bare naked chokehold.
What if he bones up on it?
And submit.
What if he bones up, though? In those tight pants, what if he bones up?
That's going to be awesome. I can't get up. I know I won, but I can't get up right now.
He wins like this with his ass like pushed out.
Just raise my hand like this.
Yeah. You know when you pee in the morning, you got to kind of go back on the toilet, He does that kind of motion.
Every man knows that
Every man knows it, so don't be laughing and hating on me because everyone knows it. With the hands up against the wall and the toilet. Just don't get on the seat. Just don't get on the seat.
You got to kind of bend your knees.
Yeah, you got to bend your
way down in there.
I've had back problems from doing that quite a bit of time.
Pissing with a stiffy ain't easy. Yeah, pissing with a stiffy ain't easy.
It's not. That's a SportsCast shirt right there. Right with that, like Mark Sanchez. Pissing with a stiffy ain't easy.
Something you women don't have to worry about.
That's the line of the show. We're out. I don't even know if I can finish after that. Oh, man.
But no, yeah, I go for a submission hold and choke her out and and do it that way. I just don't think
it's crazy, huh?
Even in a fight like that,
I don't think I've ever
don't
seen
think
it.
I could hit her.
Yeah, that's the thing with me. Like
I don't.
I won. I beat a girl. Like,
exactly.
How do you celebrate after that?
I really don't think I could kick or hit her.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that.
Don't.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to go submission hold.
Yeah, and it comes in here on Twitter. What if that's his only win in his career? # girl beater. Like I got one win in my
Coming
MMA
in with
career.
a record of 1-22.
With this record against Juliana Velasquez.
That's a lady. You know what I'm saying?
I'm serious.
I'm telling you. All right, real quick, moving on, wobble to sports. Soccer news, because I know people love some soccer sometimes on this show, so I'll bring it to you.
I adore it.
I know you do. Champions League draw, though, for the 2013-14. This is a big event in Europe. I mean, obviously right before the World Cup here, so I'll go through it real quick. Champions League, some big matchups real quick. Want to throw at you. Manchester City at Barcelona, going to be a good one.
Yeah, even I know that's a good one.
Even you know that's a good one. And that next one up here, going to have Bayern Munich at Arsenal. Both two big squads there, so it's going to be a good round. You guys can check out.
fans on both of those sides, right?
Yep. Check out the round of 16 fixtures at thenewsportsgrid.com under our soccer section. It is there. Do we have a phone call, Alan? No? Okay. They're just calling to order pizza over there? Is that what you're doing? Okay. All right. Next up here, come from rugby now. We're going to finish off with some rugby.
Speaking of ordering pizza, do never order pizza from Dahlia's.
Yeah, Dahlia. No,
in Azusa. Do not order pizza over the phone for delivery from Dahlia's Pizza in Azusa. I'm sorry. It wasn't that hard. It is literally 100 yards away from Icebox Studios.
Yes.
Literally across the street, catty corner. They could not get pizza and wings delivered within 90 minutes to that place. So I'm sorry. I got to call it like it is, but I'm sorry, Dahlia's, but we gave you your shot, and you blew it.
Seriously.
They did, right?
Where did our pizza go?
Yeah,
I want to know where our pizza went.
I have no idea.
They called me twice.
Yes.
Gave them the phone number. Gave them the gate entrance.
Yes. It's not that far. Walk across the street.
I'm going to take a picture with my cell phone out of the balcony.
Seriously. Just walk across the street. We'll find you.
That's why I got so goddamn hammered. I was trying to eat pizza between. We did a Johnny Icebox show afterwards.
Yeah, we did.
I don't even know what it's about.
You got to check that out, too, by the way, the Johnny Icebox show.
Yeah. Oh, you go to JohnnyIcebox.com. I believe he has got the .com.
That was awesome. Enthralling conversation.
Yeah, it's fantastic. We talked about Happy Meals the first show. The next show we talked about what Ellen and Rosie.
Ellen and Oprah.
Yeah, Ellen and Oprah. So if you guys want to hear our take on Ellen and Oprah, go check out that show. Actually, when Johnny gets it, I'll post it up because it's a fantastic show.
It was fun.
It was really good. So, all right, guys, real quick, in rugby, though. Rugby, whenever I get videos from rugby because I love it because we got a lot of Aussie fans out there from Australia that listen to this show. I mean, I really throw it out to Down Under down there. But pick of the day comes from a player that suffered a horrific cut across his forehead after being stomped in the head.
He looks like a freaking baseball.
Yeah, you can check it out. It's under a Wobble to Sports section or right now on Rant Radio Network. Look at this guy. It's a baseball down his face as far as the stitching goes.
Yeah, he looks like a freaking baseball.
That's insane. His face got stomped on. Now, I don't understand. Do they wear metal cleats? That's from plastic, right? Rubber, right?
Well, they might be metal tipped like the old football cleats for when it was raining.
Because I remember playing baseball. You walk in, you get the metal cleats, you hear the sound of it. But I mean, that's insanity. That's so huge, right? That's a baseball.
That can't be just a stomp. That's the cleat riding over this guy's forehead.
Yeah,
right. They just opened him up like a fucking shark, man.
Yeah, I mean, really,
seriously,
ridiculous.
That's what shark bite victims look like when they're done, man. His eyes all twinkle and. Damn,
yeah,
man.
It's fantastic. So you guys can check out that picture at thenewsportsgrid.com under our Wobble to Sports. Now, lastly here, now rugby can be physical.
Yes.
Pretty much there's a lot of things that don't get – I mean, anything pretty much goes when it comes to rugby. I mean, besides hitting a guy in the balls.
Well, it's a real big game of smear the queer, right?
Yeah, it's basically what – right? Isn't it what it is, smear the queer?
Basically
when it comes back to it, just – kill the guy that has the ball?
Yeah, kill the guy with the ball. Yeah, that's exactly what it is with bigger guys and a few set of rules, but it's basically what it is.
Let's start our own United States league called Smear the Queer. And just get a bunch of fags out there with balls. And have
National Smear the Queer League.
I got the balls! Come get me! We should do that. Smear the queer. I mean, everyone's going into everyone's about the gays now. They have money.
Sure.
I'll take the gays' money.
Oh, yeah, they got money.
And I like them. They're very nice people and they're clean.
Yes, they are.
They
That's
are.
true.
haven't seen one female since we got here. This place is a sausage fest.
That's what everyone will say when they walk in and watch it. But I need to copyright that.
You are?
Trademark it. TM it.
That's it?
I'm TMing that
You're gonna
shit.
start a league?
Yep. Smear the queer league.
Pink fields.
From the Home Depot Center. Smear the queer. Featuring the Ball Busters.
Against the Nut Smashers.
against the Starfishes. In rugby here now.
Rugby is metal.
Rugby guys, though, they can be scary looking.
Yeah.
Caveman looking almost.
Yeah.
Check out Sebastian Chabal here. Can you throw up that picture? Look at this guy.
Damn.
He might look like he's like a beastly Jesus.
Yeah, he's a buffed out lord.
Now, that guy's scary, right?
Yeah,
you don't want to piss off that guy, right? You don't want to piss him off.
What gets me is the cavemanish skull where the eyebrows are way over the eyes. I mean, he's got those deep set eyes with that Cro-Magnon. Yeah, he's got that Cro-Magnon forehead.
Yeah.
Like, I kill you.
That Encino man.
I kill you. Yeah.
I kill you.
I kill you.
Yeah, but he's also standing like Peter Pan in that picture. But you get it now? You got it now? Oh,
yeah.
All right. Well, check out. During the game, he was pissed off, right?
Okay.
Pissed off. Maybe
Yeah.
got hit a little bit. So he ends up just clocking a guy in the face.
Really?
Clocking him. And then he has the gall to go up to the referee and be like, why you give me a penalty, man?
What I do?
I didn't do anything. Go ahead and roll the tape. Roll it. It's in French, everybody, so don't mind the language, okay? The ball went out of bounds. Now, picture of a guy in the field, right? Knock guys down. What happened? What happened to this guy?
How did he end up on his back?
How could he end up on his back bleeding in the face?
And the ball was way over there.
Referee's trying to explain. Oh, you got a yellow card. Well, I didn't do anything. I did not do anything to this guy. He touched my balls.
Translated. He ran into my fist.
Yes.
I was pumping fist. He ran in.
Now here it comes.
His fault.
The punch. Here it is. He gets pulled, turns around, right hand swing, one hand drops this guy. Boom!
Oh, bad.
Oh. I just got to say, man. You did.
You got knocked the fuck out.
Rugby bitch.
French rugby bitch.
Unfortunately, that's the hardest the French have fought in 50 years.
Oh! Ding on that, Knocker. We're going to end on that note, Knocker. We can't even come back from that. We can't come back from that. For Knocker, for Alan, for the Sports Guru. Check us out next week. We'll be off next week. It's Christmas on Wednesday.
We'll be trying to get a show in on the.
We'll get one more show in before the new year. We'll probably come in on a Tuesday or a Thursday. We'll work it out with Arvid and Alan over there at Rant Radio Network. But want to wish everybody out there a very Merry Christmas.
Absolutely.
Spend it with your families. Enjoy the time. Be safe. As always, don't drink and drive, guys. Find a sober driver to drive you home. And everyone, till next year, we'll have one more show. Before 2014,
do our best to get one more.
We'll try and get one more out. But if you guys want to check out us at thenewsportsguru.com, all our videos there. You guys can tweet us, send us messages. We're out there. We love getting back to you guys. We love the feedback from all of you. So for Knocker, Alan in the studio, Sports Guru will be back next week, guys. We love you and thank you all. Have a very Merry Christmas.
Thanks for a wonderful year.
Number one.
Is that a stutter or as high as you can count?
I was ordering number one. Tequila.
Everybody's asking for number one.
Great, another fancy bottle.
These guys are true artists. Never compromise integrity. They make tequila
Come
in the
on.
fashion, never mass produced.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying have the number one. Anything less is number two. Number one, tequila.
To watch our stupidity live, head over to RantRadioNetwork.com. Colors and
This show was previously recorded. Next.